Hi there, my name is Stell, but you can call me Sandy. So it's been about, give or take, a handful of months since I decided to abandon commentary slop, and a full year and some change since the start of the biggest schism I've ever been part of. And I've had the idea to do this video for a good while, kinda sitting in the back of my mind and beckoning me like the Green Goblin mask, and I've finally decided to give in. But this video isn't exactly just gonna be a retrospective on the biggest schism of this channel and the kind of person I was a year ago, but it's partially going to be a case study on people like this and people with this specimen's mentality. Some internet archaeology just to understand people that still linger that are like him today. So it's both my greatest pleasure and deepest regret to introduce, or rather reintroduce you, to Shadow Raven Studios 1 year later. Before I give some proper introduction to our subject today, there's some stuff that should be stated. The guy we're about to discuss has, for all intents and purposes, abandoned the internet. So I do want to make it very clear that if anyone who watches this video finds him, or anyone parading as him, to basically just not give him any attention. I feel like this just should be a given, especially given my straying away from commentary and drama stuff such as this. And yes, as we get into the video, you'll find out just how genuinely atrocious of a human being this guy actually was. But I really don't want anyone, new or old to the channel, to use this video as an excuse to treat others like him with similar vitriol. I also feel like I should mention that when we actually get into the schism in question, there will be some actions on my end that are certainly regrettable, and possibly may contradict what I said before. Again, it's been a year. I've had a year to think about this stuff, and of course when such things are brought up, I will take those L's when necessary. Anyway, we all good? Alright, let's get into this. So, before we actually talk about the schism, I feel like we should become acquainted with our subject first, especially for those unfamiliar with the schism or just this guy in general. Shadow Raven Studios, or just Shadow Raven for short, or any variant of Raven at this point going forward, was an individual that used to do mod reviews. More specifically, Gooner mod reviews. Yes, he doesn't exactly have the cleanest history, and the stuff that does exist of his original mod reviews are, at least from what I found, completely lost media. But one thing is for certain, he was somewhat of what most people would like to call an anti-woke loser, or as I prefer to just shorten it for the sake of this video, a public idiot. And of probably one of the oldest videos that I still have of Shadow Raven's antics is him getting upset about a Reddit post making fun of him for actively looking for quote-unquote woke mods for Skyrim, and then making a video getting upset about it. And the video itself starts with him actively searching for woke Elden Ring mods.
So I have a little interesting story for everybody. It's how I found this Reddit post. You see, I was looking for bad and woke mods for Elden Ring so I could poke fun at. Unfortunately, on the other hand, when I went to look on Nexus mods, well guys, So since that idea failed, I decided to go with another idea. I decided to use the search engine to see if I could find some bad woke mods for Elden Ring. But instead, to my surprise, I came across this. See the two spots that I have highlighted? I found these, and they're actually from Reddit. Ooh, what's this? Somebody's been talking about me, it looks like.
Now, already from the clip, or maybe couple of clips that I've shown here, you probably have two thoughts. One, good grief, this guy sounds fucking annoying. How'd you endure watching through any of this for the sake of this video? And two, is this guy a troll? Well, for one, I barely could. This overall speech mannerism and smug arrogance is something that is consistent across all of his videos and only gets worse as we keep on going here, especially as he dove headfirst into being a public idiot. And two, given the fact that he's nuked so much of his prominent presence even before he went scorched earth on all of his platforms, I find it doubtful that he was just a troll. We'll get into more and more evidence backing up this hunch as we go further into not just his history but also the schism itself. It's at least my firm belief that he was just legitimately denser than tungsten, and just truly ended up biting off more than he could possibly chew. To continue with his history, we will dip our toes into a schism that he had back in the early 2020s with an actual troll group called Team Gamerfood. To make this lengthy spat between him and a bunch of trolls short, this group was, in reality, a very very shitty group of 2-bit fuckwits that definitely went way farther than even I would dream of. Everything from straight up doxing him, contacting his job and family, and even going as far as claiming that there was a documented case of him, shall we say, doing illicit things with children back in '99. All of that and more happened, and I'll definitely say, it fucking sucks that he had to deal with all of that. The problem arises when he did the one thing that you're really not supposed to do against trolls, which is of course to feed them. He made video after video trying to talk shit about this Team Gamer Food on a tiny platform that basically nobody knew about. As much as one could say it could be spreading awareness, it kind of falls apart when you find out that the only place where this stuff was documented was on a video sharing platform that I guarantee you nobody here has ever heard about. Go ahead and tell me that you even heard about this particular platform. I'll wait. And if you have, you're probably lying to me. On top of that too, and to provide a bit of defense for our mutual fiend, he forgot to censor his name on several occasions across all of his documentation on Team Gamer Food, which allowed me to fact-check their claims against him. And from every single search of his full name that I could do, I found absolutely zero evidence of any cases of child exploitation under his name. Unless his biggest crime was getting caught smoking some grass, I couldn't find any notable cases under his name or anything similar. But it's likely this case is what led to his gradual descent into thinking that he was unstoppable, as he ultimately emerged from that situation on top, at least from what I could gauge. And it likely led to him becoming the spiteful individual that I would come to know him for. But at some point after this back and forth against Gamer Food, he made an announcement video stating that he would fully move over to YouTube and Rumble.
Videos only for my viewers and my loyal fans who are on. But the reason I'm releasing this video is because I have come to say goodbye. This is going to be the last video that I plan to upload on.
And it would be at some point after this shift that I would discover him. Before I truly discovered him, he would fully lean into the public idiot angle, going after any left-leaning individual, whether it was valid or not. People such as Vosh, who honestly is another fucking story entirely, and Xanderhall, who has a bit of importance to the schism and its amplification, as I will get into when it becomes important. But one video in particular that was originally made by him would be my first introduction to him, a video on an upcoming Fallout New Vegas mod called Ashfall. This mod, which was being headed by a guy called Ashfall Dude at the time, was a mod that was supposedly being attacked for a while even before I heard about it. But when I did, it was under the most bizarre circumstances. I became inadvertently aware of Mr. Michael Raven here by a comment attempting to get me on the side of attacking the, quote, wokeness of Fallout Ashfall, which was left under a video of me playing Undertale Yellow. To summarize, a guy commented under an at-the-time dude who was openly pansexual and pro-trans rights, trying to get me to go after a Fallout New Vegas mod for alleged wokeness, under a video that has literally fucking nothing to do with New Vegas or really any Fallout game at all. And naturally, this combination of things led me to be very curious about the goofball commenting this. It was upon checking his channel that I found the re-upload of Shadow Raven's first video about Fallout Ashfall, and when I saw it, I really didn't pay attention nor did I care who originally made it. At most, I probably just kind of showed off, like, the badge that I probably saw, as it was, like, the only indication of, you know, any semblance of who originally made it, but I didn't pay attention, to put it very simply, because I didn't really care. All I saw really at that time was just an absolutely abysmal video with abysmal points against the at-the-time project lead, and decided to make a video both laughing at it and deconstructing its stupidity, and providing as much constructive criticism as I possibly could. To summarize the 4 biggest points of the video and quickly rapid-fire a past and current deconstruction of them, point 1, the mod stole a submarine asset.
The supposed submarine that they're supposed to be using in Fallout Ashfall was actually taken from another site. In other words, they stole this asset from another artist, is the impression that I'm getting when Anonymous gave me this important information.
This is one of only 2 points of screenshots backing it, and I'll get into what makes this screenshot completely illegitimate right now. At the time, I dismissed this screenshot under the merit that this was an asset from a platform called TurboSquid, which is literally just an asset-sharing platform for people to upload assets for other people to download and use for whatever the hell they need. And as displayed in the screenshot, this is a free asset, meaning that even I could download it, with the only caveat maybe being that I need to give credit to its maker if I were to use it for a public project. And seeing as there were absolutely no screenshots of Ashfall Dude or the dev team claiming it was an original asset given, my default is basically just innocent until proven guilty at that particular point. But as I would later discover, the screenshot in question is very much doctored. This is the original submarine model uploaded by Kaizen 3D as you saw in the previous screenshot, and as you can see, it's very, very different from the submarine shown in the screenshot, and all it took me to do was to just go onto TurboSquid and just search up the creator's name. Next claim, which was also made in the first one, Ashfall Dude is a bisexual trans deviant with a collection of bad dragon toys.
A bit of information Anonymous gave to me is this. The lead developer considers himself to be a transgender woman and a bisexual who has a collection of bad dragon sex toys.
No, I wish I was fucking with you, but this was an actual point. This one has literally no evidence backing it whatsoever, other than the claim from this anonymous tip individual. My defense of it back then was basically, who the fuck cares if the project lead is trans or bisexual? Unless it somehow affects the project negatively, it legitimately shouldn't even be a point made at all. Once again, I would later find out that this claim was just completely false, like not even a single hint of truth within it. My source being literally the man in question himself, Ashfall Dude, as he would clarify that he isn't trans nor bi, and from my own interactions with him, he's likely more on the A spectrum as he seems more concerned with laying code than laying pipe, if you know what I mean. Third claim. 3 people were kicked from the project for either being, quote, slightly right-wing, or for trying to make the mod, quote, less woke.
If you even dare speak about politics, mainly right-wing politics, the lead developer will get angry at you. And this actually happened to DocBot when they found out that DocBot was actually slightly right-wing. It's in regards to an incident that happened with the former writer of Fallout Ashfall, which is Alat Monty. What happened is, the development team was trying to stall him out. They were hoping that he would just leave, but what happened instead is he got kicked out with no warnings, with no heads up that he was about to get banned. And the reason he got banned is because Luca didn't like him.
Now, this is an instance of me being a prophet here, as I predicted that the guy that was kicked from the team for being, quote, slightly right-wing was definitely more than just, well, slightly right-wing. And lo and behold, I was correct, as I heard the guy was actually one bad day away from doing an Elon Musk salute out in the streets. The other 2, who I will name as they have some slight importance to the schism, although they won't really be mentioned anymore beyond here, are All Out Monty and Crimson Gray. These 2 were actually kicked from the project because they weren't doing their fucking jobs. They were instead making a trailer for the mod when it wasn't even in a playable alpha state yet. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the trailer anymore in question. That entire trailer, to my knowledge, is basically lost media, so you'll just kind of have to take my word for it when I describe just how bad it was. The trailer was awful. It was approximately 3 to 5 minutes of these 2 goofballs doing a voiceover of what was planned for the mod, while gameplay of them walking around what was even done of the map played in the background. On top of being boring as all hell, it was also poorly balanced in terms of audio, and at least All Out Monty had a fucking mic that could almost rival my old mic in terms of just how bad it was. It's stunning. And the final claim was Mr. Raven here, claiming hypocrisy, as the server has a no politics rule, and then he shows a screenshot of what he called a pro-left-wing slogan. I feel like the clip itself and my response to it should show just how stupid this claim is.
Anonymous Tip revealed to me the rules and regulations, and it clearly states that you are not allowed to discuss any form of politics into the server for Fallout Ashfall. I find this to be hypocritical, and I'm going to mention the reason why I find it to be hypocritical. I can say the least, this is one of the reasons I find it to be hypocritical, but I will review more on why I find it to be hypocritical later in the video. But Anonymous Tip gave me this important information regarding a meme that was posted, which is a pro-left-wing slogan that was posted in the memes section of the Fallout Ashfall server.
Ah yes, my favorite pro-left-wing slogan. What if we kissed by the anti-homeless transgender spikes? What the fuck? But yeah, those are the biggest claims made in the video, and as you can imagine, I found this video to just be hilariously bad. So I made my response video to it, and moved on with my life from there. At least until a couple of friends of mine found the original uploader and a few of his unusual LARPy posts regarding what he called Gamergate 2. Here's probably where my first L comes into play, as myself and those friends decide to kind of clown on him a bit under one of the posts, and it would be here where I would find out that he was somehow already aware of me and was supposedly cooking up a response video to me. So, knowing this, I eagerly awaited his response while going about my usual stuff. It wouldn't be until, give or take, maybe a couple days later, when I decided to stream a No Man's Sky expedition, when he would show up in my live chat attempting to start shit by insulting me and calling me slurs. While it was ineffective in actually offending me, it did make me want to bring him in for a conversation, which he eventually agreed to. Unfortunately, there were 3 or so others in this call along with me and Raven, with one being particularly aggressive to him, which likely didn't help with the situation at all. Now what I'm going to play here is the full, uncensored first call, as it isn't exactly too long, it's about like give or take 10 minutes, and it's to at least give some context to what should be his first response video to me. If you don't care to listen to it, I'll put a timestamp on screen so that way you can skip ahead to my verdict on it.
And loser. I'm gonna give him, let me see here. Let me give him the Panopticon rolls so that way we can just go in there and I'll drag him in.
Yo, I'm about to say some words.
Welcome aboard, Shit Raven Studios. How you doing?
How do I
Yeah,
exit?
what the
So there we
fuck you gotta say, you little bitch ass pussy? What you gotta say, white boy?
Alright,
What you gotta
that's
say?
not what I wanted to do at all.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Say your first argument. I can't wait for you to suddenly devolve into just shouting slurs.
Beta male.
Son of a bitch.
I grant you the permission.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He's probably waiting for my permission to speak. Come forth,
No,
child of man, and speak.
True alpha male to give him the
there it is.
permission.
Come forth, child of man, and speak. I'm giving you thine permission.
Ah, fuck! What the fuck?
You see, everyone,
Come on!
the beta male is scared.
Dumb fuck isn't even speaking. Come on. Is your mic broken? Come on. Speak.
This dude's too
I
retarded.
grant you permission.
Oh.
Beta
I
male.
have given thee permission. Come forth.
You see, everyone.
You
this
have
is
5 minutes.
Time at
This
this point,
card
bro.
wishes to.
You have 5 minutes to speaketh the fuck up. Otherwise, you're gone, buddy.
Oh
Yo,
boy.
he enters the VC.
He enters a voice call, and yet for some reason he ain't talking.
Ideology.
Can't handle it?
Oh
Come
my
on.
goodness. Guys.
He listens to commands from a true alpha male, everyone.
Oh.
Hang on, let me turn you up, because I can barely hear your sorry ass.
Can't hear anything.
Given true permission
Shut
from a
up,
true
God.
alpha male.
Let me
I'm
turn him up
sorry,
here.
the
Hold
beta
on.
do
Hey,
not-
hey, oi.
do not offend me.
That is
The
true.
insults
That
beta
is true.
male
I
do
actually
not
can't
Gang
hear
up
him
on
either.
people, can't fight your own
Alright, everybody,
fucking
shut the
battles.
fuck up. Let the man
Alright.
speak.
Let him.
I have given him permission. I am awaiting.
Man, shut up, pussies.
Oh. God.
Wow, that did not take long for him to devolve to insults.
Oh no. Well, to be fair, you guys have also been insulting him a lot.
Well, fair
so,
enough.
you know.
Good.
Wait, to be honest, I don't give a shit. This guy's a pussy.
Okay,
Well-
look, Sanity, I want to play with you. Like,
We're
I think it'd be
waiting.
really.
Why do you sound like fucking Muscle Man? We're waiting, bro.
We are kind of
All it took
waiting.
was one video from Sanity, and this little bitch was crying all the damn time. in your
All it
fucking
took for
chat.
me was to make one video calling out his sorry ass, and now
I
he's
can't
suddenly
hear
here
what
wanting
any of
to...
you are saying because you're all are just talking at once, like little
That's
bitches.
kind of true.
I mean, we gave you
But
permission.
one
to speak,
person
and you were
speak.
quiet.
One person,
I'm speaking now.
Yeah,
have
everybody
anything
shut
to
the
say.
hell up.
guys.
Now, come on. What do you got to say, buddy? Please,
what do you
make
wanna
your
say to
first
me? No,
move.
seriously, what do you want to say to me? I'm right here. What?
Well, I do in fact want to say to you, and I might as well just say it right to your face, you suck. You're unbelievably stupid. You're probably one of the dumbest individuals I think I've ever had the displeasure
Dude,
of
you're
covering,
unbelievably-
and now here you
At
are.
a time, at your
You're
own
making up
command.
all these stupid names based on my stream name.
Yeah, because I am at least more clever than you.
So that makes
My
you a
brother
bad
in Christ,
person?
in terms of Fallout New
See,
Vegas
you're
stats,
doing
you
the
have
same
that
thing I'm doing.
sub-brick
You know why I
IQ.
treat you guys like this? It's because you fucking assholes. This is how you talk to other people who don't agree with you.
My
That's not
brother
true.
in Christ, that's your entire fucking career, is literally just making shit up about people that you don't
That's
like.
your entire fucking career.
Yeah, okay, the
Talking
projection
shit
is
about
strong with
people.
this
All you
one.
guys do. You
Mr.
guys
Projection
talk
Raven
shit all the
Studios
damn
here.
time.
Hey, Mr. Pot, your kettle is going.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, I could say the same thing for you guys, because...
How in the fuck
leaking in here.
do you even
fucking retard. You got fucking.
Dude, you want to talk about leech retards? Look in a mirror, bitch. Faggot.
Meanwhile, oh, there we go. There's the slurs. There's the slurs. There we go.
I'm here trying to play video games with my friends, and you're coming in here and coming all toxic like that. What the fuck, dude?
There's another one. There's another one to the counter. God.
Hey, by the way, happy Pride Month. So congratulations.
Happy Pride Month. You're in a collection of people who really don't give a shit right now.
Give me a minute.
So I'm in the anomaly. I don't know what to do.
Well, since you reached the anomaly, I think you should be good. I'm not sure. Try and check. The thing is that with expeditions, they're on like a new save file.
Oh, son of a... Well, I'm on...
You want to know why I'm getting on to you?
Yeah, go ahead, say it.
You want to know why I'm getting on to you?
Please
I'll tell
explain.
you.
Oh, you're getting on to me? That sounds pretty gay, bro.
I put my original one down to be a bitch. That's why I'm after you now.
What? Because you's a bitch and you trying to...
I'm not saying it to sound gay. I'm saying it because it's the truth. You guys are real fucking assholes.
Listen, buddy, I'm already taken, so, like, please, for the love of God, calm your boner down.
Dude, I don't swing that way. No thanks.
How am I an asshole? I haven't said one mean thing to you other than to make fun of you sometimes.
God, you guys are such shit-talking pussies. Man,
Says the shit-talking pussy.
Comes in here and immediately says everyone's a pussy when, like, I haven't said shit about you until you walked in here and insulted me first.
This dude is a bitch.
Hey, I'm gonna hit him with something that'll give him non-flashbacks. Thermometer.
What are you gonna do about it?
Thermometer.
What am I gonna do about it?
Yeah,
Fuck
come
your
on,
ass
keep
up,
talking
you
more
bitch.
shit. Oh, thermometer! That's such a big insult.
My brother in Christ, you got mad at my friend Sky for saying thermometer, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
How is thermometer an insult?
You got mad at it within the comments section, so I mean, like...
Your brain is
God,
lukewarm.
you guys are stupid.
Again, can you please look away from the mirror next time
I
you
didn't
talk?
get mad at it. I just responded to it. That's all.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
responded to it by fucking flying
didn't
off the
do that.
handle like a lunatic.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Considering you're
sure,
in the
buddy.
call right now,
Sure,
involving
buddy.
every
We
single
have the
person.
screenshots. We caught your ass in
Yeah.
4K.
You take all text messages seriously? Dude, that was a bait.
Embarrassed in
crap.
front
That
of
is...
everyone.
Guys, I was only pretending to be stupid.
Every retard
everyone.
makes excuses.
There's no way. You literally used that. Once you're cornered.
For you guys, the abortion
You
clinic
seriously-
is that way. Go make an appointment fast. How about that?
I mean,
Make
did
an
you seriously
appointment
just
with
try to
who?
say that you were doing that as bait?
I mean,
Really?
listen, as much as I'd like to make a
Really?
dick appointment, unfortunately, I think my boyfriend is busy, so can't do that
Like-
right now.
Like, really? And you call yourself the alpha? What the fuck?
Honestly, as I said,
What
he's
is
a
that?
beta male.
This is like some of the most
What
beta
is
shit
that?
I've heard in a while, and I don't even consider myself as an alpha
yeah,
male.
I'm just gonna walk
God,
into
this
my
is the
enemy's
most beta
platform and just
pussy
hand
shit
him
I've
a
ever heard
sword
on
so
the
that way he
internet.
can kill me.
Like, you've literally handed me
of
fucking
faggots.
Excalibur with this shit. Like, come on, dude. Like, no, he didn't hand me a sword. He handed me a fucking big iron at this point, and I shot him in the head.
No, hold on, Sanity. All you gotta admit right now is that you didn't take criticism well. You suck at taking criticism really well, and when someone actually tried to critique you fairly, you freaked out about it, and you're, like,
And then when
terrible
you
because of
devolve,
that.
and the thing is that when he ends up devolving into insults, and we devolve into insults
It's a
back, he
bait.
can't handle it.
Oh, no. Exactly.
The moment that he enters the kitchen, he freaks out when there's fire.
If you resort to insults, now you know how it feels. So stop getting butthurt. Like
Bro, you devolved into insults first, you
I'm not
fucking
even
loser!
That is exactly what
You
guys
can't
do.
take
You draw
criticism.
butthurt,
No,
it's
you-
soft.
if we cover you, if the
Feed
commentary
me, sir.
channels covers you,
I gave you
freak out
legitimate
about it.
criticism within my video about how terrible your evidence was against literally anything within your fuck-ass video, and you immediately
Yeah,
just
why do you
devolve
think
into
I took
calling
the
me
video down,
slurs.
you
Like,
idiot?
come on! That doesn't
If
prove
you
anything
actually
other than
watch
you're
my
a soft,
videos,
sensitive,
that was a video
dare I
request
say,
did to someone. So
snowflake.
if you want to blame someone, blame that person, not me.
No, I'm gonna blame you, I guess. Or, I don't know what person you're trying to throw under the bus here. Why are you trying to pin blame onto someone else, when this is your fault?
Taking our buzzwords now. Oh, okay, 'cause you can't come up with
My
your own-
brother in Christ, you made the video! You made the fucking video, and you're now trying to pin the blame on somebody else?
Well, I'm here to tell you this, guys. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Hey, I'm talking. Shut up.
Literally
No one's
weren't saying
talking.
anything.
Huh? No
Shut
one said
up.
anything.
Okay,
No one's
okay
talking.
there, Alfred Eggman.
Now I'm just gonna keep talking. Now I'm just
Yeah.
gonna talk every time you
Yeah,
talk.
no,
Okay,
it's all
no,
over, bitch.
no-
You like
no
it?
one
You
was
like it, bitch?
talking.
You like it,
It
bitch?
was
You like
your
it,
own-
bitch? You like
Ow.
it, bitch? I don't give a fuck about
His name
you.
for
Okay,
the channel is shit.
I have a legitimate question for you. Can I ask you a question, just man to man? I'm just gonna ask you a question, man to man. Why are you offended? Why
Excellent
Well,
are
I'm here
you
to tell you
upset?
this, guys.
No. Answer
I
the
have
No,
you
no, answer the
recorded,
question,
and I'm
answer the
gonna-
question. It's
and
very
I'm gonna use
straightforward.
this
Why
in
are you
my own
offended?
video
It's a very
of you
simple
guys
question. Why are you
just
so
making
offended
fools of
when you're
yourself,
offered
so-
criticism?
No.
I gave
Why
you
are-
your moment.
currently-
So, as far as I'm
currently-
concerned, this
Currently,
conversation is over.
Why are you?
Well, this conversation is over. Goodbye, loser.
Oh, get the fuck
Why
out
are
of here,
you
you fucking
offended?
cock.
That's all I want to know.
So
Why
long,
are
pussies.
you hurt?
Have a nice day, faggots.
All
Take
right.
care,
So you
cracker.
cannot
Hi,
answer
bitch.
the question. You
All right.
cannot.
Now go fuck yourselves.
You go
Ah,
fuck yourself,
yes, another
bitch.
beta.
Now, of course, for a first real attempt at debate, it's very messy. If there were less people, it might have gone over significantly better, but I doubt it would have kept the inevitable response video from happening. Speaking of which, let's actually talk about that response. His first response to me is probably one of the best responses ever made towards me that I've ever seen, especially given that it led me to even bother to make a counter-response. Now, me saying that it was the best certainly isn't saying much, because it still was absolutely fucking awful. To summarize about 80 or so % of the video, it's him making baseless claims against me, using the same insult towards me about 100 times, and likely a fuck ton of projection. But the one part that I feel like is the most juicy from this particular response video from him is him showing his side of the debate shown earlier. Now, obviously, I won't show all of his side, mainly because it's not too important and it's kind of aggravating to listen to, but I'll only show the parts that were particularly funny or noteworthy. To start with, he tries to claim that him being muted for a solid 30 seconds and shouting insults into the void was apparently some mastermind maneuver by him.
But now what I want to show is my side and what happened in that Discord chat when we had that argument. And during the time I had my mic muted, I was talking shit about these pussies.
Buddy, say your first argument. I can't wait for you to suddenly devolve into just shouting slurs.
I'm here right now, little bitch. What's
Come
up?
on, buddy, say your first argument. I can't wait
All that
for you to
shit
suddenly
talking you're
devolve
doing in
into
your
just
streams?
shouting
Dude, you're all
slurs.
pussies.
Come
You guys are
forth, man, and
pussies.
speak.
You guys are pussies.
Oh,
You're nothing
wait,
but
I'm sorry,
shit
you're
talking
probably waiting for
fucking
my permission to
pussies.
speak, child of man, child of man, and sign permission.
Dude, you're a pussy.
Now, as you heard from the few seconds of his side of the argument, the dumbass forgot to mute the live stream, leading to a ton of echo and likely leading to him thinking that we were talking over him more than we actually were. Within his text commentary of the call, he basically does, as expected, a ton of projection, and even a moment of fragile masculinity shining through with this little tidbit right here. Now, the one thing I do want to respond to is a little deflection of blame he tried to do that I didn't hear during the call for, well, it should already be obvious reasons, assuming that you listened to it. And within this bit, he attempts to divert blame onto someone who allegedly asked for him to cover it, and now that's apparently that guy's fault that the video turned out to be as abysmal as it was.
If you actually watched my videos, that was a video request I did to somebody. So if you want to blame someone, blame that person, not me.
Now, I feel like this just goes without saying, but there's two things to shut this stupid argument down. One, you don't have to cover everything that people recommend for you to look at, especially for a topic you clearly barely even had surface level knowledge of. This leads to number two. If you're the one who made the video and propagated the misinformation, then the blame falls onto you for literally spreading the misinformation. The video was on his platform. He was the one that spent his time getting into contact with an anonymous tip. He was the one that could have spent 10 extra seconds fact-checking at least half of the fucking claims given to him. But he didn't. Instead, he took words and random screenshots at face value without bothering to spend any time digging deeper than the surface, and this was something he could clearly, easily try to find better information on, but he just didn't, for God knows what reason. But after that, I pretty much moved on. Or at least tried to. You see, while I may have stopped talking about him, he couldn't take my name out of his mouth at all. For you see, he dedicated about 2/3 of a video of him bitching about him getting ratioed on a video about Dragon Age of Veilguard to just trying to levy false grooming allegations against me because I follow back pretty much almost everyone that followed me on Twitter back when the site wasn't associated with the Fourth Reich. And, of course, his evidence of me supposedly being a rampant groomer was basically screenshots of me retweeting some, like, pride art. And I think at one point he tried to claim that me retweeting Faith the Unholy Trinity screenshots was apparently also akin to grooming. Yeah, trust me, I don't get it either. That's not even getting into the fact that he spent an unhealthy amount of time commenting at least 20 times under one of my tweets bashing on Pride Month for whatever reason, before he blocked me live on stream.
And then here I am, just...
who do not want the woke agenda like this.
Scab the board.
Skim the board.
Anyway, let's get back to this.
Oh my god, he blocked me!
In real time! Let's go!
No way! He fucking blocked me!
No fucking way! Hi, Shadow Raven, can I get an autograph, please? An autograph. It'd be like a
This series of events led me to doing one thing that, in hindsight, was probably pretty fucking stupid. Making an obvious burner account to get into contact with him and feed him false information about me. This maneuver, aided by Ashfall Dude, did ultimately work, but definitely didn't help curb the unhealthy obsession that Shadow Raven had about me. If something similar were to happen again to me, and I were to, for whatever reason, go back on my word of avoiding commentary slop content, I'll probably not do this again, because let's be honest, as funny as it was to see him swallow the entire fishing boat, it was still pretty shitty on my end. But once he made his second hit beast on the Ashfall mod, which for some reason involved me quite often, and he displayed the fake screenshots I fed him, I made my own follow-up video to that video as well as his Veilguard follow-up, where I did a dramatic reveal of who the mysterious Burner58 account was.
And also, look at all of this other disgusting shit. This shit-talking pussy little bitch said about me. But not only that, other things. And Ashfall Dude, you're nothing but a little shit-talking pussy bitch, too. Now I see why these guys are coming after him. Honestly, I don't blame them for coming after him. Because you're nothing but a shit-talking...
Oh boy, this is where the fun begins. So you're probably taking a look at some of these screenshots that he's showing off here of Ashfall Dude and thinking to yourself, holy shit, the man seems unhinged. No, I'm talking about Ashfall Dude in this fucking case, not Shadow Raven Studios, Jesus Christ. But wouldn't you believe it, these screenshots are in fact fake. How do I know this? Because I can fucking prove it to you. Because, wouldn't you know it, I know the source of where he got these screenshots from, and these were the immediate tip-off that he fell for this shit, hook, line, and sinker. So allow me to just quickly show you a few things here. So, as you can see here, here's my main Discord account. Here's my main Discord server, as you can see right here. This I probably need to change because I'm not nearly as sick as I was yesterday. But as you can see here, account Burner58. Does that name sound familiar? Well, it should, because wouldn't you believe it, but it's that same account that I showed off within that community post, because the Burner58 account was literally just me the entire time. And it was so unbelievably easy to catch this man hook, line, and sinker. In fact, as you can see right here, here's my DM correspondence with Mr. Raven himself. And as you can see here, here is all of the screenshots that I sent him as, quote, proof. This man fell for some obvious fucking bait, hook, line, and sinker. Also, can I just point out here, male, there are only 2 genders. Jesus fucking Christ, you couldn't even think of anything original to actually put in there? Come on, you had the entire world at your fingertips and you just decide to fumble. It's so fucking easy. Now, on top of that too, you're probably wondering to yourself, well, how exactly are those screenshots actually faked? Well, I can prove it to you, but I ended up getting some help here. From, what's his face? Mr. Ashfall Dude here. And as you can see right here, yep, here it is. Here's the correspondence that you guys need.
Which then led to him making a follow-up Meltdown video that at the time I just didn't bother watching or responding to because Well, I just didn't want to drag the situation on any longer than it needed to at the time. For all intents and purposes, the schism did die down for a couple weeks. No contact or any real mentions about each other for a few weeks. Up until he showed up in the chat of yet another livestream unrelated to him and decided to debate me and a former associate of mine. This debate was certainly much longer than the last one, clocking in at almost 50 minutes long, and was only slightly more productive than the first one, mainly in the sense that we actually got some answers from him about just how much of a vindictive and obsessed individual he was.
Also, why are you stalking my channel, buddy? I thought you were actually taking a break from social media.
He has to take a break to get away from the wokeness.
I haven't uploaded anything yet.
Taking a break from social media also means
to him.
fucking off from stalking the people that you very clearly have some sort of weird beef with.
Ooh, trans flag, it must be grooming.
I shit you not, one of them was literally a transgender scavenger, that's all it was.
Minors don't need to see that either. That's inappropriate.
And how is it inappropriate?
What part of that don't you fucking understand? And you
Is it really? No, wait. Is a trans? Hang on, wait, hang on. Is a trans flag or a gay flag really inappropriate, or are you just projecting your own perverted thoughts onto that?
Like, I just simply have a question. How exactly is it inappropriate?
I think this guy actually might be the pervert here. I think he might be the groomer, because he's the one projecting all this weird shit onto you.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
I actually think he's the weirdo.
Let him speak.
No, that's you guys.
You guys. I'm no fucking weirdo.
Listen, buddy, you can't just use the not defense, okay? I need you to actually construct a fucking
Explain to me how I'm a weirdo.
Why? Is it because you know that you're losing against me, so you want to lose against somebody else?
Okay. Pussy.
Yeah,
Pussy.
real fucking mature, buddy.
You all are pussy.
Pussy. You sound like a GTA player. No, you sound like a GTA Online player, you know that?
Pussy. He's a pussy.
No, I wasn't even on his Twitch. What are you talking about?
Okay. Well, you can't sit there and lie to me. Screenshots don't lie, buddy.
Yeah, and the screenshots of you literally unironically calling me a predator and a groomer and a pedophile also exist. So by your own logic, your false accusations also... Oh, wait, hang on. What are you going to try and say?
Hold on.
Shadow, I'd love to hear the explanation. I'd love to hear the screenshots.
Okay, let us quickly, because I know that it was brought up somewhere.
I had an argument with one of your guys, and he said the same thing. He tried getting away with that, but I did not say that. I just said
once you know it, Kem actually found the entire source. An hour and 30-something minutes into one of my live streams, you quite literally, unironically, with your full chest in chat, decided to call me and everybody within that chat pedophiles. Hang on, I'll even live stream it into the server as well. Here it is, an hour and 37 minutes. Let me see here, an hour 37 minutes into one of my live streams. I can't remember which one it was, but an hour and 37 minutes, you say, okay, pedophile. And then an hour and 38 minutes and 14 seconds, nope, you're pedos. Again, by your own words, screenshots don't lie.
Well, the logic card has been played. I don't think,
where is it? What's taking so long?
I'm literally live streaming
it, buddy.
There.
It's right there. Look with your eyes. Are you blind?
I'm live streaming it in the server, so that way I don't have to pay attention to my own, live stream as well, so that way it's a lot easier for you. You can take a look at it for yourself.
Someone said in the chat, trans rights, baby? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yep, there it is. Yeah. Now let us quickly take a look at this. Let's go to channel. Oh, and well, once you see it, it links right to your channel.
Wow.
So it's not a fake account. It was you on your own channel, main channel, with your full chest, calling me a pedophile at an hour and 38 minutes into Unorganized Sanity Stream 73, the clowning and mockery of Shadow Raven Studios. So you can't even use the defense of fake account in order to get yourself out of this one.
It doesn't defend the fact that you're grooming.
How is he grooming? I'd love to explain that. Or I'd love to hear that, I mean.
I've already explained.
I'd love to hear you explain that. How is Sandy grooming?
Everything that you're doing on your Twitter page is okay.
Oh my god, we're just going in fucking circles at this point.
You're doing all this pro-LGBTQ stuff.
Again, how is that grooming? How is this bad? This is going nowhere!
It is grooming.
How? Explain! That's what I want you to do! Explain!
There are conservative channels that catch people like us every day.
How does that prove fuck all?
I don't know if you've heard me. I don't know if you've heard me explain this for like the third time. This is gonna be the third time I've explained this now. Me and Sanity have exposed pedophiles and groomers in the past. You know this, right? You know that me and Sandy have put pedophiles and groomers on blast before? My channel used to be all about exposing pedophiles and groomers. You fucking idiot. It doesn't have anything to do with politics now. Now it has to do with accusations between truth and false. This is about the truth and the lying.
Shut up.
Is that the only thing I have to say?
Shut up! Shut
Listen,
up!
if you aren't going to actually come up with a coherent argument other than it's lay bad, then I'm...
What do you think Chris Hansen would say if he saw your profile?
I'm pretty sure he wouldn't actually give a fuck.
No, I got nothing more to say, but I'm disgusted. I'm very disgusted.
Well, if you have nothing else to say, then get lost, buddy. I mean, if all you have left is either nuh-uh or just insults, then we're done.
You have nothing but nuh-uh. You think what you're doing is okay.
I don't want to...
Because there's nothing wrong with funny pastel flags, buddy.
There is something wrong with it.
Explain! How is it wrong? What is wrong?
Dude, this is inappropriate.
How?
It is.
That's not a defense. How is it inappropriate?
Sick. It's fucking sick.
This lengthy debate is still up on my channel, so if you're curious, you can watch it. But of course it, along with any other remaining videos about Shadowraven, are from before I both came out and before I got a better mic. But I just really want to put this into perspective. For about 2 or 3 weeks I avoided him and his content, never kept tabs on him, and never really cared about what he was getting up to. At most, I was aware that he made a cope response to my grand reveal, but I never really paid any attention to it because it just wasn't important to me. And here he shows up, completely unprovoked, just to start shit again for fuck knows what reason. But after he left that debate, I once again left him alone outside of turning the debate into a separate video. From there, he somewhat rebranded, nuking almost all of his old videos except for a handful of them where he was shilling for a, quote, Nexus mods alternative called DLC Fun. I did some digging into the site back then to see what it was about and found out it was nothing more than a website where people were getting paid to rip mods from Nexus as well as other mod hosting websites and just repost them onto DLC Fun, with no credit given to the original creators, obviously. Now, one thing I didn't discuss much was Raven's just sheer hatred of Nexus mods. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure Nexus probably did some shady stuff in the past I certainly wouldn't stand by, but he made it out as if Nexus was like fucking 1984. In reality, he hated Nexus because he got banned for breaking the community guidelines. Wow, who the fuck could have seen that coming? I'm just as shocked as you are. Back on topic. We fast forward by another few weeks or so to the first pivotal point of the saga, the first nuking of Shadowraven's main YouTube channel. Now here's where another L of mine comes into play, and it's probably one of the larger ones, as it ended up being such common knowledge that by the time I even indirectly got a plausible explanation from Raven himself, it already became so widespread past the point of proper correction. According to an archive channel that existed at the time of this event, Raven's account vanished because he somehow managed to accidentally upload a clip of himself beating it to lollyporn titled Sexy Girl Hentai Video 27, and because such stuff is not only weird as fuck but is also against TOS, his channel was subsequently nuked overnight. Now, in hindsight, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Unless Raven is legitimately blind, he would have had to have known what kind of video he was uploading, because, well, uploading videos, especially on YouTube, is like a whole fucking process. And I guarantee you he would have at least changed the title to something about Le Woke Mob, let's be honest here. Now, he did still have a Rumble channel, which will have some importance as we keep going, and it was on there where he uploaded a video containing his explanation of why his original channel vanished.
I do have a major update I need to announce to my audience. I am no longer on YouTube and the X social platforms, and I have no intentions of coming back to either social platforms. From here going forward, my channel and my videos are no longer going to be on YouTube. My channel and my videos are going to be strictly a Rumble exclusive content only from now on. This is due to a stalker who is causing trouble and following me around all over social media. This is why I took a break from social media for a while. As for the story on what happened with the stalker, YouTube is one of the platforms this incident took place. At first, I only received a community warning regarding the community post I made against the stalker. But later on, I also received a community guideline strike due to an unlisted video response I made against the stalker. As a result of this, I decided to close my video channel on YouTube and to also delete my Google AdSense account.
Yeah, as you just heard, it's because of an alleged stalker somehow finding an unlisted response and flagging it for community guidelines violations. Now, as to whether this whole tale is true or not, I honestly couldn't tell you. But given a lot of his community posts where he wasn't bitching about wokeness causing the collapse of Western civilization were of either barely dressed AI-generated women or of actual women who were barely dressed, I find this claim of him being a fucking moron and panic closing his YouTube to be much more believable than him somehow not knowing that he was uploading anime porn straight onto YouTube. This conclusion is pretty obviously why the original coverage of this information is now unlisted from my channel, but of course I'll leave as much of the original saga that I can still find linked below so we can see the pure, unfiltered madness from both ends. But unfortunately, the latter claim became the common claim, especially after a larger content creator by the name of Xander Hall found my coverage of the original information. It became the mainline story on why Raven ceased to exist on YouTube for at least a week. I say that because, as expected from the terminally online public idiots like him, he would crawl back and start striking the archives of his older content. This, being a pretty flagrant misuse of the broken YouTube copyright system, was something I found to be so far past acceptable that I just had to document it. There is proof behind this both before and after this even started, as he seems to think that both archives and commentary over his content to be stealing from him, even if it was content that was completely unavailable literally anywhere else. There are also threats against me to try and take down my videos as well as Xander Hall's coverage if we didn't hide or delete them ourselves, but given I wouldn't let his actions just fade into the ether, these threats went absolutely fucking nowhere. And since these threats went nowhere, and the only casualty was the original archive channel basically disappearing, he would fade away back into his Rumble account to claim that he had no idea what I was talking about, all while claiming that I was an associate of Nexus Mods.
The deception and the defaming dishonesty of the Nexus Mods fanboys. The individuals I'm calling out personally are Moment of Sanity, the Schlumpo, Balor Toshi, and even Xander Hall.
Admitting that he's sexually attracted to AI slop.
They don't even know anything about me, and they don't know the kind of real art that I like. And I will let everyone know the kind of art that I really like. I am more into the AI female characters and also the Panavision videos.
Continuing to bitch about Fallout Ashfall.
And they are also doing the same thing in the Fallout Ashfall server, which is a project for Fallout New Vegas. It's a big mod project. They have minors into that server who are using pronouns into their bios if you look into their profiles.
Somehow tying fucking Orange Diddy into this situation.
And these people are the same ones who are Trump haters, MAGA haters.
And, of course, defending the embarrassing crybaby pronouns rant.
This is the same guy who attacked Ass, Heel vs. Babyface, and Melanie Mack, and I was trying to be nice to the guy. Honestly, I fully did not agree with this video that he made about Ass Heel versus Babyface, which is his rant he made on Starfield.
It would also be around this point where a group of archivists made themselves known to me and began not only archiving some of his lost meltdowns from his first channel, but also porting his Rumble rants onto YouTube as well. Naturally, this didn't make our special Raven here very happy, and he decided to send a very, colorful audio message to one of the archivists.
Now you listen to me, you fucking piece of shit. This is gonna stop. Because what you're doing is going too far. This is going to stop right now. You keep going with this, things are going to happen. I will pull your IP address, and I will turn you into the authorities. Because what you're doing right now, it does constitute as harassment. So, you're going to desist right now, you little bitch, or things will happen to you. Really bad things will happen to you. Guarantee it. So, try to keep going with this, bitch. Because if you keep going with this, you're gonna be a dead motherfucker But what's gonna happen to you is only gonna happen to you when you're the next prison bitch sitting in jail. You want to try me on that? Go ahead. Because you're treading on really hot water right now, bitch.
Now this harassment, as Mr. Michael Raven here calls it, was literally just archival to my knowledge. Of course it was probably just archival for the purpose of me documenting it, which again in hindsight is a little shitty, but it's still archival nonetheless. And here he was, threatening to report them to the police for archiving stuff? Even now, I have no fucking clue what his plan would have been. Now, as we near the conclusion here, this is where the timeline of events gets a little cluttered, as I eventually just got tired of reporting on every shady thing that Raven attempted against me. What I do remember is that he did make 2 more accounts after deleting the second one to try and stalk me, and even attempted to make some sort of one-sided deal with me through audio.
I think all of you who have got involved, I think you need to clear your videos right now. That contains my brand name into it and my voice into it, and also any of my past gameplay that I recorded. I really think you should do this if you want to make this right. If you want to make this right, this is what you have to do.
There was also another audio clip that I honestly don't even remember how I got my hands on it, but it's one where he's basically just playing the victim.
See, this is why I don't understand. This fucking asshole, Moment of Sanity, he keeps saying that I'm the one who's keeping this going, but I'm not even doing anything. I'm just trying to make my videos on Rumble. I'm not even on YouTube anymore, but they are actually the ones who are keeping this going, because I have not posted anything on YouTube. I have not uploaded anything on YouTube. The only thing I did is confront them under a burner account.
But at some point after this, he resurfaced under the moniker Ghost of the Web or something like that, where he made a straight-up hit list including me, a couple of associates, and a bunch of people that I just have no knowledge on. He even made a handful of videos attempting to call me, my associates, and the archivists out, where he just kind of fully goes off the deep end.
I'll just tell you straight up, you are a son of a bitch. You set me up, and because you set me up, not only I lost friends out of it, but I even lost my own channels with all the drama that you caused. And you had Team Gamer Food helping you. And I'm not going to say much about them. The only thing I gotta say is, fuck Team Gamer Food. Those guys are a bunch of bitches, and they'll always be bitches. And I don't give a fuck about them. For all I care, they can go fucking unalive themselves. I'd be very careful with what you fucking do from here, because I see you're making a lot of enemies, and you're pissing a lot of people off. That's not good for you as a channel, and so are your followers too, who are also creators. I'm gonna tell you this right now. And I don't give a fuck if it pisses off all of you fucking assholes. I went out and voted, and guess what? I'm glad that Trump won. Because now you're gonna get a dose of your own fucking medicine. I'm glad he won, and I'm glad you guys are getting butthurt over it, because you very well deserve it.
Again, he still somehow brought in his worship of Orange Diddy into the mix. What the hell? Anyway, after that, he attempted to solo raid my server like 3 or so times in one night, and during one raid, he ended up in a mass call with several people in my server. During this time, I was at work, so I only really caught the aftermath of the call. But after being told off by several people that weren't just me and my associates, he slithered off into the nothingness. For about a month or so after this, he was in contact with a close friend of mine by the name of Paper, describing how he was planning on closing things out, potentially reappearing under a new name, all before any remaining presence that could easily be found of him vanished into thin air. And that's kinda it. From there, we haven't directly heard about him, aside from a few small mentions here and there, and a couple of goofballs who I won't name attempting to reignite a now waterlogged campfire. And thus concludes the whole story of Shadow Raven Studios. So, there's probably one question in the minds of really everyone watching this video. Why'd you even make it? Well, it's because I wanted to reflect publicly. You see, this situation, while it does involve me ultimately chasing a genuinely violent, vindictive person off the internet, also involves some of the worst aspects of who I used to be as a drama content creator. Going out of my way to fuck with people to start with, a small amount of hypocrisy with me taking mere text in a video at face value, and of course, me just being a generally harsher person than I probably would be if something like this were to happen again. Don't get me wrong, I don't like Shadowraven, and I think that's obvious, as he certainly kept poking at the nest all while crying about how much he wants it to end. He even at some point threatened to dox both myself and people who were just barely associated with me, but I can't really say I hate him. I was certainly a dick, and I'm definitely at best more of a morally great anti-hero in the whole saga, and it's something I've wanted to clear up for a good while to truly fully move past my drama tuber days. And I think I can safely say I can rest easy knowing that I've cleared it up to the best of my own ability. And I can only sincerely hope that Shadowraven himself, with him now presumably leaving the internet entirely, is hopefully getting the help that he desperately needs. But with that, I don't really have any grand closing statement. Not really like I want to make one with a situation like this. So with that, I thank you for sticking around. This has been Stell, and I'll see you when I see you.